Hey Sag, my Sagittarians. This basic bitch welcomes you. Welcome to Basic Bitch Tarot Sagittarius. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I read for your sign. Like, comment, and share the videos. You can find in the description below information on how to contact me for a reading. I am new to reading tarot on YouTube, but I'm not new to reading the tarot. I've been reading it my entire adult life. I'm going to do a general Celtic cross for you guys for the next 2 weeks from now until September 3rd or 4th. I couldn't decide on between the number 3 or 4 for you guys. There's a reason for that. So from now between September 3rd or 4th, general messages in Celtic Cross. I don't do Celtic Cross very often, but I have this new deck, you guys, Game of Thrones. It's so freaking amazing. I'm vibing with it immediately. You're going to love it. We're going to get into it right now. And next week, next month, I'm going to give away some decks, okay? So stay tuned for that. Universe for Sagittarius. Those born on Earth between November 22nd and December 21st. For Sagittarius, please. General messages for Sagittarius from now, August 20th, until September 3rd or 4th. General messages for Sagittarius, please. This is you. This is what's helping or hindering you. This is your subconscious or what drives you. This is your past, recent, I feel. This is what you're focused on or what's crowning you. Near future. So I gotta touch them all. Your approach and your influence on this situation. Your environment and external influences. Your hopes and fears, and the final outcome between now and September 3rd or 4th. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Spears, Three of Swords in reverse, getting over brokenheartedness, getting over pain, getting control of the pain from Cups. You know, because it's swords, but it has to do with our heart and our emotions. And when swords and ideas and words and actions pierce our heart, they can have a long-lasting effect. I'm feeling like this is a long-standing pain that you are getting over, Sagittarius. And I'm loving that. I dig that, kittens. Let's see what's going down here. Strength as your signifier. God damn, that's great, you guys. It's Leo energy. What's crossing you is the Two of Coins, trying to balance it all. That's so cool. I'm loving this Game of Thrones deck. This is so great. Subconscious and what's driving you. Temperance. God damn, you guys. Here you are. You're driving yourselves. Fucking badass. Your past. King of Swords in reverse. I'm glad this is your past. I mean, you guys, you have to tell me in the comments who all these people are. I don't watch Game of Thrones. It's so great. Who is this? I love him as King of Swords in reverse. I mean, if you're going to have the King of Swords in reverse anywhere in the past is a good place. But I mean, we all have our reasons when we flip into the reverse, right? What you're focused on. Justice in reverse. Okay, I might have to aspect this card. I'm definitely going to have to. Yeah, I'll get some. Let me let it unfold first. In the future is Seven of Swords in reverse. Cool. Your approach and your influence, the Eight of Coins. That's so great too. External influences. The eight, oh no, these are wands. I'm sorry, you guys. These are the spears or the wands. Here's the swords. Sorry, this is a new deck. So, Eight of Swords is your external influences. Great card to have there. And the Seven of Wands is in your near future. Also a good place. I thought it was Seven of Swords. It's Seven of Spears. This deck calls this Wands. Hopes and fears. The Star, Aquarius energy. Hope being in the hope slot. You guys are vibing tonight. And the Ace of Wands in reverse is the final outcome between now and the middle or the middle of the first week of September. Okay, so let's get into it with this Strength card here. So Strength is Leo energy, and Strength just showed up for Aries too. I feel like the fire signs were having a rough patch a couple weeks ago, and like you guys are just fucking nailing it right now. I feel like last week was hard on you guys in some way. I didn't do general messages last week, but I meditate on all signs. And I was wicked worried about Sagittarius's love life for some of you and just in general. But this is feeling so good moving out of August and into September. This is Leo energy, courage, persuasion, influence, compassion. If in a situation, it can often mean that right now, Sag, between now and the 3rd or 4th of September, you're really in a place where you're in situations that will call for strength. You may be faced with situations that you don't want to face, that are difficult, and that you're going to have to be strong. You're strong. You can do it. You're Sagittarius. You're my favorite fire sign. It can also mean that there are people coming into your life that might help you and give you strength. If that happens, allow them. Don't be full of pride. You're not Leos, but when Leo is embodying strength, it can be a little too prideful. This is not in the reverse, it's in the upright. If you need help, accept help. So you're going to face some situations between now and the 3rd or 4th that you might be difficult, and you're going to need strength for whatever you're going through. And this is not the Three of Swords. So it's a little different than heartache. So let me rephrase. I apologize, you guys. The deck is brand new, like I opened it earlier today. This is not the Three of Swords and getting over heartache, although I know that I did not intuit it wrong. You're getting over a lack of drive. Like, because the Three of Wands is waiting, okay? He's just waiting and waiting and waiting. And in reverse, it's sort of kind of going small and not big right now. Like kind of playing it small. You might have a hard time with foresight right now, and there are just some unexpected delays with the Three of Wands. You're trying to get stuff off the ground. You need strength, and there's just some delays, okay? Just some delays. You're going to face this situation where you need strength. You will embody it. It's in the upright. That's so great. I love it. What's crossing you right now is the Two of Pentacles. You're juggling a lot right now. It could be two people, it could be work and school, it could be two jobs. Money is a big deal right now for you, Sag. I can feel it. And I can feel you're tired too. Like I suddenly wanted to yawn. You got more than one priority. Time management is an issue. Prioritization and adaptability. Two of Pentacles is about being adaptable. So I don't see this as a help or a hindrance. You're just juggling a lot right now, right, you guys? I mean, that's just kind of how it is. What's driving you right now is Temperance. What could be better than this? What's driving you is your own energy, Sagittarian energy. I mean, God, this is balance. This is moderation. This is patience. And this is purpose. Temperance gives us purpose. Fire signs give us purpose. And Sag is incredibly enthusiastic. Aries is a little bit controlling. It's in charge, kicks off the wheel. Leo, that's our pride. That's our strength. It's our ability to deal with these rough situations. You guys bring us the balance, that we really need, that purpose, that patience, moderating, kind of like Libra energy, but different, balancing what you love and what you're passionate about. That's what's, driving you the most right now, Sag. It couldn't be in a better placement between now and, the middle of that first week of September. In your past, recent or distant past, we have the King of Swords in reverse. Sorry, kittens, I really had to listen for a minute because I couldn't decide if this was a person or if it was you. And honestly, it doesn't really matter because in the end of the day, our soul brings it to ourselves. The King of Swords in reverse is a quiet power, it's an inner truth. But in its shadow side, it can be a misuse of power and manipulation. You or someone close to you may have come across a situation in the past where you felt like you were manipulated, or maybe you had to be a little manipulative in the situation. Maybe there was a misuse of power in your life in some way. When we bring people into our lives that misuse their power, sometimes it forces us to misuse our power as well. This is in the past. It's past and over. You can get this King of Swords into the upright, more air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. If you've got that in your chart, all the kings and queens can flip into the reverse pretty easy, okay? So I don't want you to beat yourselves too much up about that, because and the Three of Wands can be also like you stop and wait because others around you might have manipulated you, or the King of Swords is also a lack of action as well. Um, it can also be people around you that messed with your head. And weren't just didn't use their heads, and were illogical. You might have suffered some mental instability at some point I'm hearing like within the last 6 months to a year. I feel like this is a long standing cycle of getting away from this energy and getting it into the upright, getting back into your head, back into that power, because the King of Swords is a very benevolent dictator. And I think that you have gotten there because all the other cards sort of seem to indicate it for sure. What you're focused on right now is justice in reverse. We may have to flower over that. Actually, you know what, you guys? I think I don't. I think I know what this is up about for you guys. So, justice is Libra energy. Um, right now, I think you guys, the next couple weeks, are going to be thinking about, well, first of all, some of you could be dealing with some legal matters. Justice in reverse is about unfairness, it's about a lack of accountability, it's about dishonesty. So, if there might be parts of your life, I'm not seeing the moon in reverse or anything here, so I think it's an external influence. If it's coming from completely within you, you might be kidding yourself about something, Sag. You might be lacking in some accountability right now. Perhaps you are still being a little unfair in a situation with this King of Swords in reverse, but I'm feeling like this is yeah, I hear it. It's an external influence. Justice is usually about a legal matter, you guys. If it's a legal matter that you're facing right now in the next couple weeks or whatever, it's going to move slow. There might be delays. There might be some imbalances, and I think that you're worried about it. You're worried about imbalances in your life that need to be addressed that might be coming at you from a legal matter. I mean, if it's a person, this person is an obstruction, okay? They're vengeful. It's a vengeful spouse, an overbearing attorney, someone who wants to make an example out of you and make you feel bad. I mean, I love how it came right over Temperance. I feel like if this is you, then this is someone else, Sagittarius. You're in your game. You're in your freaking element with Temperance. What's crowning you and what you're thinking about is this justice in reverse, Um, and it's a messy divorce. It's somebody asking you for all of your receipts and where was, the audit from 2013. I mean, whatever the case, um, something's going to go on that's going to kind of impede a swift resolution in any legal matters if you're dealing with them. If it's in terms of a situation, the card in reverse casts kind of a shadow of delay on everything. Um, And if you're having legal proceedings and they reach an outcome, there is a high possibility that things may or may not work out in your favor. Either way, this is what's crowning you. You're worried about this. In terms of a relationship or partnership, this acts as like the marking of an end of an agreement in some way with someone. But the difficulties may continue if both parties stay in the existing agreement. So if you're feeling like a relationship in your life is unbalanced right now, if you keep doing what you're doing, you don't want to ignore that. But it's everything I just described. Legal matters, shit like that, external forces. There's an imbalance, and it's just going to move slowly, okay? But right beneath it, we've got that, and that's really good. And moving forward to the future within the next couple of weeks here, we've got Seven of Wands in reverse. I love that this is in your future. There's a couple different ways to interpret this card. I interpret it from a Vedic perspective. Again, it's more of your own energy. You're still so in your element for the next couple of weeks, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy with the wands. The Seven of Wands has to defend himself, okay? And he has to defend his ideas. It's in reverse. Moving forward, you're done defending yourself. You're done being poked and prodded at. You're done with the fighting. You're done with the bickering. You're done having to stand your ground. All done with that. You're going to let that go in some way with this temperance, okay? And also letting go of any mental inclarity, you know, because the King of Swords doesn't have a lot of clarity. His judgment is clouded. He has issues, that poor guy. We're moving in a good direction here, even though things are going slow. Your approach, your influence, Eight of Coins. Badass. Look at this mofo. Can you guys see this? The lighting's not great. Eight of Coins is one of my favorite cards. I love it for myself and I love it for anybody else. You're working really hard. You're working day and night. No shit, Sag. You might be working two jobs, balancing and juggling a lot of things. Again, more Leo energy. Leo has reached out to Aries and now they're reaching out to you. You got any Leos in your life or you have Leo in your chart? Thank them. They're there for you, bros, guys and dolls. You're working so hard day and night. Don't forget to look up at your accomplishments, okay? One of the pitfalls of Eight of Coins is yes, you're working day and night. Yes, you're burning the candle at both ends. Yes, you are incredibly driven moving into the beginning of September, Sagittarius. Do not forget to look up at your coins. This guy doesn't even look up. Take a step back and look at all you've done. That's badass, okay? It's hard to keep this going because what happens after the eight is the Nine of Coins. That's the self-made man or woman. You guys have been focused on your pentacles for a couple months now, I notice. I feel like I just get a good feeling. External influences. This is neat. This is an interesting. I love it. This card usually comes up for love messages and super situation-y messages, and this is general vibe for you guys. This means that the external forces coming into your life are so positive and they're so amazing and they're coming in hot. Eight of Wands in Western astrology is Cupid's arrow, relationships long distance, but not just that, ideas from many places reaching out from afar. You could be getting a lot of texts, you could be getting a lot of emails, you could be getting a lot of offers, all fiery, passionate ideas coming right at you, and they come in hot. Eight of Wands is coming in hot. Fast, 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 rapid communication and an exchange of ideas. And the minute, it's like making my heart bubble up and making me really happy. You're going to have a lot of ideas presented to you, passionate too, new prospects, new, like, hey, let's do this and let's do this and let's do this. And it can also be groups too. You might have a group dynamic. See, there's like a tent. See, they all come together as one, and they put their ideas together, and then they just set it on fire and make it happen. So it's rapid communication, okay? People will come at you quickly, but they have a lot of passion to give you. I can feel it and I can hear it. And then what you have in your hopes and fears is hope. That's so how ironic. You're hoping to be hopeful? Hoping to be hopeful? Like, what does that really mean? Well, with the star, you have hope. You do have faith. You have a renewal as well. I feel like between now and the 3rd or 4th of September, a star will come into your life. It's an Aquarius energy, but it is your star. You will begin to see your own star within yourself. You're going to have a renewal of some kind, a renewal of energy. Um, and you might have spiritual growth between now and then. You will have hope. You will have faith. Um, you're going to get out of any disparagement. You're going to trust yourself. You're going to feel very connected. And I think that you're just going to feel like a star. Like, I'm feeling like this is you glowing up. But she needs help. Look at her. This deck is showing me, and I'm intuiting that you need some help. But you have hope. Just stay vigilant. Look, she's holding vigil, and it's winter, and she's cold, and she's waiting. Have hope. You will break through any restrictions that you're having, and you will have some renewal of some kind in your life. But at the final outcome, though, it's just a little bit of a snafu. We've got the Ace of Wands, and it's in the reverse. And what this tells me, you guys, is that I just love doing a Celtic cross because it really brings the meanings of the card to life and really lets me completely into it. This card in situational readings in the reverse can mean a lot of negative things. You want to start something. You will have the idea of it with the Ace of Wands in reverse. You want to get something off the ground. You're working for something here. What are you working for, Sag? You're so hopeful about your future. Moving up to the future. You're working. All of your ideas coming together. All of your hard work coming together. Suddenly being hopeful. You might have an answer presented to you like, oh, this might be it. Something might be it. And all this work, needing to face situations where you're strong, possibly having some legal matters, but you're gonna get to this place by the middle of the first week of September, between the 3rd and the 4th. I can feel it. An idea will present itself. It will come from within you, or it will be presented to you, Sagittarius, and you're going to know it when you feel it because it's fire energy. It will be in the reverse, which doesn't mean you don't want to do something. This isn't a situational reading, kittens, okay? This is an emerging idea that just hasn't been seen to fruition. You're going to have the idea, or it's going to be presented to you, maybe by other people, coming together, this communication. There will be a little bit of a delay at first. You might be a little distracted. An Ace of Wands in reverse simply means a lack of direction. Well, if you've been defending yourself against some kind of bullshit, you've had to stay super grounded, you're working day and night and possibly juggling jobs and kids and God only knows what else. I mean, we're adulting the fuck out of our lives. You need strength. Something in your life is causing you to need strength, okay? And you've got this Justice in reverse, which is telling me you're dealing with a shit show in some part of your life that's going to drag out and be unfair. Whew, that's probably what's making you need strength and temperance. On top of your work, this will come. It will just be a little delayed and lack some direction initially. I feel really like by the 2nd week of September, you can get this wand into the upright. You'll have the idea, okay? You just quite won't know what to do with it right away. I feel like you got a lot going on. And there's delays, okay? Ooh, we have the Fool in reverse. Nervous to start something new. That's what it is. You're nervous. You're nervous about starting something. There's a lot of passion here. I don't know what it is, guys. You tell me. I'd love to talk about it more with individuals, each of you individually. Contact me, look in the description and contact me for personal readings because I'm excited to help you guys figure out how to flip this wand into the upright. Because with this Fool in reverse under here, here's the reading within the reading. Delays, the Three of Wands. Wanting to start something, wanting to build a foundation. You're waiting for something. You're a little tired of waiting, though. Becoming a little impatient with yourself. The Fool in reverse. You're anxious to start something. Two of Swords. Having a hard time making a decision about something as well. Death. Something died. Something died. Is this a divorce here? Is this a marriage? Judgment in reverse. Lack of reconciliation. Wheel of Fortune. Somebody got a divorce. Yep. Trying to decide what to do about some other part of your life. A little afraid to start something new. I love that. Just a little nervous. A little delayed. And the Fool is lacking in some creativity and lacking in maturity. So is the King of Swords in reverse. You guys are growing up. You're growing up. And this is helping you do it. That's badass. So yeah, at the end of the month, or the end of the next 2 weeks, you're going to come across this situation. Just a little delayed and lack some direction. You'll get your direction. I can feel it. You're fucking Sagittarius, yo. Hey, universe. Archangels. Source. Universe guides. All the things. Watching humans. Do you have any advice for Sagittarius, please? From August 20th until September 3rd or 4th. General messages, soul messages on how to deal with all their shit. They need your help. And so do I. Suffering in silence. What is angsting you out? What's angsting you out? You're feeling alone. Silence, alone. Whatever it is that's plaguing you, get to the bottom of it, okay? You don't have to suffer alone. You can reach out to others. She's alone and she's just sitting there waiting. It's Nine of Swords. Something has been plaguing you day and night. You're anxious about it. Universe is mirroring this to you. It knows. Do you have any advice on how to get past this? This is it. Triumph. Okay, so this is the Chariot. You need to move. Action is required. We've got some speed coming in here. Don't stay stuck. Continue to move forward. Triumphantly. That's the Chariot. And the Chariot is it's about control, it's about willpower, it's about action leading to success and determination. That's what you need to embody. You must act to be successful. You must be determined. The Chariot's about your fucking willpower and your control. Whatever's happening in your life right now, it takes some control and willpower to deal with it. It's not, it actually came in the reverse. So your self-discipline is being tested right now and you're having a lack of direction. You have to act. You must act. Don't stay stuck at home. Get out. And it's also the Chariot. Go. If you're suffering alone in silence, Three of Swords closes himself, or Three of Wands in reverse closes himself off too and delays and lack of action. Get out of the house. Go somewhere. You have to. The universe isn't going to drop her panties and give it to you, kittens. Firm foundation. Nice. This is, I can't remember with this deck. This is Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, firm foundation. Came in the reverse, which tells me that in the past you were, this is Four of Pentacles. You need to focus on your resources and pull in the Four of Pentacles. I'm sensing that you don't have a lot, especially with these Eight of Coins and the Two of Coins. Focus on your pentacles, your time, your energy, and your money. Keep it close. Don't give that shit away to people unless they deserve it, they've earned it, and you can afford it. You cannot afford to let go of any of those Four Pentacles. You're working on a foundation of something. What else for Sagittarius for now to September 3rd or 4th? Conflict and defeat. Yep. See, with this Justice card here, and this Temperance card, and this Seven of Swords, being done defending yourself, you will face some conflict and you might feel some defeat. They're telling you to prepare for it. That might be why you need to be strong. You might be dealing with a legal matter that's really going to drag you. You're going to be tempered. You're going to own your shit because you are done defending yourself. You will have to face more conflict and you may face some defeat. This is the spoils of war. It's going to be okay. Leo is here for you. You're going to be strong. Rest and rejuvenate. This is the Four of Swords. This is the forced stop, kittens. Four of Swords goes within. He meditates. He prays. He takes his spiritual journey. This is, dude, I need a weekend to myself. I need to rest. I need to sleep. Your health might be plagued in the next, I can feel it. Someone's really tired and someone's chest hurts. I'm coughing. Yeah, upper respiratory stuff for health and exhaustion, and these delays might be happening for a reason. If there are delays in your life, Sagittarius, okay, God, please, I can hear your guides. They're so loud. They're saying to me right now, if they have delays in their lives, they need to take advantage of them and rest and rejuvenate. We will force them to do it if they do not do it on their own. It came in the reverse. Don't make your own soul stop you, okay? Because it will. At the bottom of the deck, we have judgment. This is also a legal matter. It's marriage, it's reconciliation, it's fixing a formal contract. It's about, truth is about what is true and passing judgment on a situation. Pass your fucking judgment, yo, because you're done defending yourself and your temperance, for Christ's sake. And strength. Hey, solar system, zodiac. Hey, my favorite bitches. The solar system is my favorite to talk to, you guys. Talk to me about Sagittarius from now until September 3rd or 4th. What do you want them to focus on? What will help them? The 5th house. When you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of. Where you have fun, romance, and create things you're proud of. 5th house can be not necessarily romance, but like just your relationships and your creativity. Have fun. If you're in a relationship, do it, okay? If it's just sex, do that. If it's just having fun, just do that, okay? Google your 5th house. I'm not going to spoon feed this shit for you. You've got to look it up. Your 5th house is what the solar system, which we are bound to permanently while we live in it. They want you to focus on the 5th house. What else for Sagittarius zodiac? All right. Scorpio. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. Interesting. If you embody this, don't ignore it. If someone close to you embodies it, don't ignore it. Scorpio. Intense, masterful, thoughtful, magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. Interesting. Scorpio wants you to do that. Get with that. Your 3rd house. The potential to learn something new and your local neighborhood. Get out in your community. If you have a job that is involved, that brings you close to your community. Oh my gosh, I hear so much and I'm going to run out of time to talk. You need to focus on that as well. And at the bottom of the deck, the 7th house. This area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, and family.